Okay, kiddos, so this slide, you should have seen this already. This should look familiar. This was a slide on those notes I sent you when I assigned that acid-base slides assignment. But I do want to practice predicting products. We've done this before, so it shouldn't be new. The only thing is we have to label which is the acid, which is the base, which is the water, and which is the salt. Okay, so let's get started. This right here is hydroxide. Okay, hydroxide, that's just the definition for base. Here's your hydrogen. Hydrogen is your acid. So all the way down, anytime you see hydrogen, that's acid. Hydrogen means acid. Acid, acid. And anytime you see hydroxide, base, 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 base. Now, don't get it into your heads that the first one is the base and the second one is the acid, or the first one is the acid and the second one is the base. Don't make that mistake, because as you can clearly see, they can switch positions. The first one can be an acid, the first one can be a base. It doesn't matter. Look for either the OH in the back, that's your base, or the H in the front, that's going to be your acid. Alrighty? Now, this is the same thing that we did a couple of units back, double replacement reaction. Okay, so all that's happening is the second term is switching places. That's all that's happening. The second term is just going to switch places. Okay, so Ba, instead of being with OH, it's going to be with PO4. But remember your charges. What is the charge of barium? If you don't remember, look at your periodic table. Okay, it's in the second group, so it's going to be +2. So barium's +2. Okay, so we have barium +2. What's the charge of PO4? If you don't remember, look on that star chemistry reference material. PO4 is -3. So crisscross, crisscross, Ba3, PO4, 2. Ba3, PO4, 2. Okay, I'm going to go on the bottom here just because I ran out of room on the side. So Ba, PO4, 2. You know what? Let me try something. I can simply do this. There you go. And just like that, I have more room. Okay, so BaPO4 2, and then HOH. What is HOH? What does that look like to you? I'll give you a hint. There's 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen, right? That's water. That's going to be water, which means that this one is the salt. Oh, good Lord. It's early in the morning and I can't spell salt this morning. Salt. And this one is the water. Acid-base reactions will always produce salt and water all the time. They will always produce salt and water. Let's skip down to number 3, okay? If I wanted to, I could just automatically write down my water. Okay, HOH, that's my water. Acid-base reactions always produce salt and water. So water automatically is your first product. You can write it as HOH. You can write it as H2O. It doesn't matter. I'm a visual person. I like to see exactly where the hydrogens and the hydroxide comes from, right? The hydrogen and the hydroxide, those two get together to make the water. I like to see that. I'm a visual type of person. So personal preference, I like HOH, but you can put H2O if that's what you're more comfortable with. It's the exact same thing. It doesn't matter. So what is our salt here? Okay, this is our water. We need to figure out the product of our salt. So we have sulfate and potassium. Sulfate and potassium. Potassium goes first. Remember, the positively charged ion always goes first in the formula. So just because SO4 is first over here, that doesn't mean you're going to put it first over here. Okay? The positively charged ion always goes first. So potassium's +1. And the star chemistry chart tells you that SO4 is -2. Crisscross. Crisscross. So our formula for our salt will be K2SO4, and that's your salt. Water and salt. Okay, number 5. What's switching places? Okay, what's going to get together to make our salt? Magnesium and chlorine. Magnesium and chlorine is going to get together to make our salt. Which one will be listed first in the formula? Magnesium or chlorine? Which one will be listed first? If you said magnesium, you are correct. Magnesium +2, chlorine -1. I get that from the periodic table. Crisscross. What is the formula for our salt? What is the formula for our salt? Crisscross. MgCl2. MgCl2. Here's our water. And this is the salt. Okay? So this is pretty basic stuff. Again, this should be review. Okay? Go ahead and try number 2 and number 4 on your own. I just did 1, 3, and 5, because I don't have a whole lot of space here. But it's very simple. Okay? Remember, the point of this is just to predict the products, identify the formula for the salt. That's what we were doing. We were identifying the formula for the salt. That's all we were doing. So if you were to have a quiz over this, and a question would be, what salt forms? That's how you do it. Okie doke. Let me know if you have questions. I have open Zoom hours Wednesday and Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm on. Just log in. I'll answer a quick question you have. If you miss me those days, then just shoot me a message over Google Classroom, and we can set up an appointment to Zoom, and I'll answer any questions that you have. Alrighty? Alrighty. Now, before you go, I have one more thing to ask you before you go. One more question. Okay, let me get some room on the bottom here. I have one more question. Let me move this up a little bit so I have some room to write. Okay. I have NaOH under NaCl. Now my question, what is this? What is that? The base is under a salt. The base is under a salt. Little chemistry joke for you for this Monday morning. The base is under a salt. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and write the base is under a salt in the comments, and you will get a big thumbs up from me. That lets me know you're watching my videos and getting my jokes. Alrighty, kiddos. Keep working on those acid-base slide assignments, because I know we're all good chemistry students and we're diligently working. That is due at 11:59 p.m. today. And we will be having a quiz over this. Let's shoot for Wednesday. Quiz on Wednesday. Alrighty, see y'all later. Happy quarantine, happy Monday.